forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the teachers to be employed. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the teachers to be employed. Walimu msilale, lale lale, walimu msilale. Bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Bado mapambano.
My name is Eric Ocheng, the spokesperson of the Unemployed P1 teachers. We have gathered here to air our concern since we trained 10 years back and we've not been given chance to be employed. And we are suffering a lot. And we have got few messages whereby we want to air out. Number one, we are going to talk about Commission of Act of Employment. We teachers, we want to know who is the person employing teachers, because we can see the TSC has delegated their duty to the members of parliament. They are the ones who are employing teachers. So we want to know the Teachers Act, the Commissions Act. Who is supposed to employ teachers? Another thing, there are so many teachers who have not been employed, but they have stayed over 10 years. Whereby now we request the TSA and the government. We need what we call affirmative action. In that, those teachers who have overstayed over 10 years to be employed, regardless of the places where they come from. So we request the government and the TSC. We want the affirmative action to take to be in place, to be acted immediately. Or else we are going to go to the street for that. Another thing we are demanding, we want to request that they are the people who should be standing with the teachers, because we are their associates. We want to request them. They are forgotten with their work. Now, if the members of the parliament are the ones who are now coming to defend teachers in terms of the promotion of teachers which took place the other day, and we saw the members of the parliament saying that it was not done according to the accordance of the rule of law, there was corruption and there was no transparency, there was no fairness. Now, what is the work of NAT? NAT is really failing us, and it has let us down, we as teachers who have not been employed. So we request the NAT people, what is their role? What is their role? If they don't know their role, then it should be banned. Then we look for another office. Another thing we want to talk about is the exploitation of teachers in the private institutions. We, the teachers who are in the private institution, the government requires us to come up with, to give out quality education, and they expect learners to get qualities because teachers are trained. But what is coming out? Teachers who are working in those areas, they are not protected. Teachers are being exploited. There is no payment during the holidays. There is also overworking. At the same time, in those places, you'll find that you are trained and you are also teaching with non-qualified teachers. The quack teachers are there. They are also paying for us. The money they are paying us is very, very low. So we request the government, the Minister of Education, to come with policies on how they can protect the teachers working in the private institution. Another thing which I would like to say is, we want to tell the TSC, we want to know which criteria are you using to employ teachers. Because you get a teacher who trained 2009 up to now have not been employed. Yet you find a teacher who trained, came out from college. 2023 is in the payment role. He has been employed by the TSC. Which role are they using? Which role and why? Which criteria are they using? Why are they not allowing teachers? Why should they not follow the merit? In that, for a teacher to be employed, let them use the year of graduation, merit list, uli graduate lini, ndio sasa upewe kazi. Badala ya kupea tu mtu randomly. So we request what we call balancing in employment. We need balancing in terms of employment, whereby let those teachers who trained long time ago to be given job first, then the others who trained latterly to be given job latterly. So that is also another thing which we are also taking. We want to also tell the government and the TSC, we, as you can see us, we are suffering a lot. We cannot manage to provide the basic needs to our families because we are parents. Our children are in high school. We are unable to pay the school fees. We are suffering a lot. Most of the teachers nowadays, they commit suicide. They commit suicide because they suffer a lot. Nobody to understand them. That's the reason why I say, you see, teachers, we've come together in the whole country for us to fight for ourselves. Nobody is there to stand for us. Nobody is there to voice for us. And this, I want to request the President of the Republic of Kenya. Mr. President, this message, you need to understand it. You are the only one who can come and help the trained teachers who have not been employed for many years. Mr. President, as you had said, we voted for you that you came up with a policy of bottom up, in that you are going to uplift those who are down. Mr. President, we teachers who have not been employed, we are the ones you are talking about. And we see nothing is taking place, Mr. President. The other day, we saw some of the MPs are coming to State House, and they have got letters. And these letters, they were only giving these letters to their relatives and their friends and their loyalties in politics, Mr. President. Remember, if I don't know any politician, I cannot be employed on that. So, Mr. President, this message, you are the one who should come up and help teachers who have not been employed. TSC has failed us. NAT has failed us. You, as the father of the nation, come in and help the teachers who have not been employed. We are retiring, Mr. President. Remember, the TSC Act is saying if someone has reached 45 years and above, this person should not be employed. But if it happened to be employed, this person will not get pension, Mr. President. I graduated at 21 years. And I've stayed for 13 years. I've not been given jobs. And there are so many teachers outside here who are now, since 10, they have reached 15 years out from college, Mr. President. These people are really suffering, Mr. President. So come in that for those teachers who have overstayed, who have prolonged 15 years, 10 years and above, let them be employed and give an order, Mr. President. Otherwise, Mr. President, if you do that, then we'll appreciate you so much. And failure to do that, Mr. President, then I don't know what might happen in this of our country, Mr. President. We want to address you also. We also had the TSC coming out and telling Kenyans that there is teachers, primary teachers now, we are flooded. We have got excess teachers of 18,000, Mr. President. And they tell us that they will no longer employ teachers. Mass recruitment shall never take place for another 5 years, Mr. President. I'm at the age of 44. Mr. President, where do you want me to go? I graduated when I was at 23 years. So I request you, Mr. President, come up with affirmative action. Those teachers who have stayed for more than 10 years, let them be given a job, Mr. President. We cannot provide our family. Otherwise, as you see me here, I have good teachers here. Let you hear what they're saying. Teachers' power.
Power.
Teachers' power.
Power.
Our power. Teachers' power.
Power.
What do you want?
Employment.
What do you want?
Employment.
Nancy Machere to do what?
To employers.
Nancy Machere to do what?
To employers.
You can just hear the ears of the P1 teachers, trained one here. What they need is employment. It's quite embarrassing.
I have a question.
Yes.
You said
What we have, the trained teachers who have not been employed, there are over 200,000 in this country. And most of them are working in the private institution. And some of them have quit job because of frustrations on these private institutions. Okay. I would say this. Teachers who are trained and not have been employed by the TSC are over 200,000. And these teachers, they work in private institutions, and some of them have quit the teaching profession in that they are being frustrated on those private institutions. You find some of them are being paid like 5,000, and you are a teacher and you are a professional teacher and you have got a family. So we find it very, very difficult. And remember, there is nobody coming to look the affairs of the teachers who are working in the private institutions. You know, we don't have even union because they are the only section there we should have, but we don't have because the government is not recognizing this. So we need the government to come out with a policy on how the teachers working on the private institutions can be protected. Remember, even during holidays, they are not being paid.
are you talking on behalf of the teachers in private sector or public sector?
I'm talking on behalf of the teachers who are not employed. Majorly they work in the private institutions. Yes. So we want just know. Majorly we are concerned between the MPs and the member and the TSC Who is our employer? That's the most question now we are asking. The other time, we have got various evidence whereby politicians are interfering. The other time, we saw the Muranga women rep went to the State House and she was given over 200 letters, permanent principal letters, to go and to take to her people. Now, what is it? If a women rep can go and give in. The other time, we had also have got the CS Machogu, was also dispersing letters on a funeral and sorrow, and it was noted and it was aired. So we are concerned between the TSC and the members of the parliament. Who is our employer? That's what we are concerning with. And when you go to the Teachers Act, the commission, they are the people who are mandated to employ teachers. Why are they leaving their jobs? Because you've never seen them coming out and telling Kenyans that now the MPs have taken their job. So those are the reasons why you see us, we are agitating for our rights. And we can't go up. We can't cool down until we find our right.
Okay, kwa majina naitwa Janet Chalo. Niko hapa kama mwalimu ambaye amefanya TSC na hajaajiriwa. Nina miaka 10 nje pamoja na wenzangu hapa. Ombi langu ni kwa TSC. Tafadhali tunawaomba muangalie haja zetu na mtuonee huruma tu, kama basi hiyo ndio mtataka tuseme, tuajiriwe. Manake walimu wengi wanateseka huku nje, wengine wako katika shule za binafsi ambazo tunadhulumiwa na wenye shule. Kwa hivyo tafadhali tunaomba kupata kazi.
I would like to talk directly to the President of the Republic of Kenya. That when he was being sworn in, he said that he will uphold and protect the Constitution, but now is the one who is mutilating it by giving out the letters for TSC employment, which is mandated and anchored in our Constitution. We know that in our Kenyan Constitution, chapter 231, that is where the Commission for Teacher Service Commission has been anchored and formed, and its mandate, the roles are there clearly that they're the ones who are supposed to employ teachers. But now the MPs and the President are the ones who are going against the Constitution. I would like to request the President to uphold the Constitution the way he said. I would like the TSC to do its mandate without interference. I want TSC to employ teachers in order of the year of graduation, and let those merit lists be shown to the public, because if they are talking about data protection, when we are going for verification, they always pin our names, our TSC numbers, and our contact. But when it comes to the final merit list for employment, they don't. Now they talk about the data protection. We want it to be done fairly, transparently, in that we be satisfied. Because right now, the life of teachers is miserable. No one respects teachers in the society because we are being underpaid in private institutions whereby we suffer. We can't even afford basic needs to our family, clothing, food, and shelter. And in private schools, we also work for longer hours because they don't care. And people are very disparate. You work like you are being paid 5,000 because you are disparately needed. No one was trained to work in a private institution. But because the government inatunyanyasa na inatugandamiza, ningeomba rais na ningeomba Nancy Macharia aajiri walimu, au hiyo tume yote nzima iajiri walimu, na kama haiwezekani basi tuifute ili tutengeneze tume mpya ili tuajiriwe jinsi inavyostahili. Asanteni sana Wakenya.